Hello students, welcome in chapter 12. Students, today I continue our new topic in the part 3, division formula. For any line segment, we apply the division formula in the ratio wise m ratio n. So students, consider here one of our segment AB have coordinates x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, and here are the ratio wise m ratio n, one of the p coordinates x, y, z. It means students, point P divides AB from A sides in ratio m ratio n. So the coordinates of P x, y, z you can easily mention in the formula wise, and formula you know already students, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Similarly my2 ny1 by m plus n, and mz2 nz1 by m plus n, where m ratio n never 0 and never minus 1. M ratio n never 0 and never minus 1. Then they are exist. Sometimes asking the trisections. So that also easy. You will check here AB, but between 2 points are the equal distances. That distance is 1 ratio 2, and that is 2 ratio 1. And that term create to apply in mn ratio. Students, here if you internal divisions, then m ratio n positive, and external divisions then negative. So this also one of the note for internal division. Yes, for internally division, m ratio n always positive, and if you external division, externally division, m ratio n always less than 0. Yes, but then never 0 and never minus 1. Yes, internally positive and externally negative. Now we going to slowly our example number. Yes, last I explained already example number 6. Here now students continue example number 7. For the 2 points A and B, internally and externally ratio asking points. So for 2 points A, I have 1, minus 2, 3, and B 3, 4, minus 5. Yes, take the points for divisions in internally division ratio 2 ratio 3, and second same but in externally division ratio 2 ratio 3. So students, in externally taking negative, and I want to point divide the AB segment. So first I explain internally A to B. Here point P and ratio taking 2 ratio 3. A, I have 1, minus 2, 3, and B 3, 4, minus 5. And so very easy, apply this formula, m ratio n, mx2 n y1. So P coordinates, division points. Yes students, our the division point P in the internal divisions, the mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. This consider you m ratio n students, my2 ny1 same, mz2 nz1 and m plus n same is very easy. A point consider x1 y1 z1, and B consider x2, y2, z2. So my answer is 2:3, 2 plus 3. Similarly here, and same is that, and put down the points x2, x1. So x2 is 3, x1 1, next 4 minus 2, and last minus 5, 3, and that's here minus 5 to 3. My answer is 6 plus 3 by 5, next 8 minus 6 by 5, and last minus 10, 9 by 5. So your answer is 9 by 5, 2 by 5, and minus 1 by 5. Now I go into second parts for the external divisions. So in second way, in external divisions, so A to B same, here points are taking 2:3, but I taking minus. You also taking 2 minus 3, then also true, and my value is 1, minus 2 3, 3, 4 minus 5, and I going to division point R. mx2 and x1 same formula by m plus n, same as my2 and y1, m plus n, and mz2 and z1. And students, just you apply your values, m/n, minus 2:3, minus 2 plus 3, same minus 2:3, minus 2 plus 3, and minus 2:3. And students, just apply. This is your x1, y1, z1. That's my x2, y2, z2. So I just put it 3, 1, 4, minus 2, and third minus 5, 2, 3. So my answer is total getting 6 minus plus 3 by 1, minus 8 minus 6 by 1, and here 10 plus 9 by 1. So overall your answer is minus 3, minus 14, and 19. And that's the students your first easily example done. Now example number 8. Eighth also in the same pattern. We going the question number now, 8th one. Example 8. Yes, using division formula. Using division formula. To prove points A, B, C are collinear. Minus 4, 6, 10. B points minus 4, 6, 10. Second not 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. And third C points 16, 14, 0, minus 2. Again check. Minus 4, 6, 10, 2, 4, 6, and 14, 0, minus 2 are collinear. So students, here we going to division formula. It will same m/n, and you consider any one point, divide to other two segments. I go to suppose point C, 14, 0, minus 2 divides, your division divides segment AB in the ratio m/n from A side. Yes, from the A sides. Here I consider only and my ratio m/n, just I derived at A to B, here C and m/n. A I have known minus 4, 6, 10. B I have 2, 4, 6, and C also known 14, 0, minus 2. Students, you know that MN ratio exists only and only without 0, without minus 1. Yes. So I go to that division points wise. 14 0 minus 2, mx2, nx1, m plus n, m by 2, n y1, m plus n, and mz2, nz1, m plus n. Apply the values. So 14 0 minus 2. M ratio n is unknown. So m bracket n bracket m plus n, same as secondly going, same as thirdly going, and attach the 1 by 1 value. So does x2 x1 means 2 and here minus 4, 2 comma minus 4. Similarly 4 then 6 and last 6 then 10. Now here students, you just making the comparisons and decide m ratio n value. So I just only compare first data to first data, and secondly to third data to third data, second to second. So my answer is 14 2m minus 4n by m plus n. Similarly 0, 4m plus 6n by m plus n, and thirdly minus 2, 6m plus 10n by m plus n. Students, you check and decided all three values m ratio n. These are multiplied 14m 14n, 2m minus 4n. So 14m minus 2n minus 4n minus 14n. So it is a 12m. That become minus 18n. So m ratio n minus 18 raised to 12. 6 2s are, 6 3s are. Yes, it is m ratio n minus 3 raised to 2. This is a valid other than 0, other than minus 1 ratio. Now second same 0 cancel. 4m plus 6n. So 4m minus 6n. So m ratio n same is going, students, minus 6 ratio 4. So what is the m ratio n here again? Minus 3 ratio 2. You also check all three answers are same coming than the true. Secondly minus 2m. So it get minus 8m, 12n. So m by n minus 12 by 8. It is minus 4 3s are and 4 2s are. So your answer is yes, m ratio n. It get minus 3 ratio 2. And check again, all answers are if you same. Sometimes not same. So not same, they are not collinear. But if you same, all are other than 0, other than minus 1. So we will write down. Therefore, point C divides, yes, point C our divides AB in the ratio 3 ratio to externally. Students, here minus not we written because it is a minus, so I written it externally. Therefore we can say it is A comma B comma C are collinear, lies in the same line. Now students, example number 19, example number 9. This is the IMP for exam levels. Yes, it is the most IMP numerical in exam. So you tick mark in IMP list. Yes, question is there. For triangles ABC, vertex is given x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, and same is third x3, y3, z3. Find its centroid. So for the triangle ABC, A x1 y1 z1, B x2 y2 z2, and C x3 y3 z3. Find its centroid. Yes, centroid means, students, lies on the intersection of all three medians. Yes, so I will plot first our drawing. That's the A, B, C, x1 y1 z1, secondly x2 y2 z2, and thirdly x3 y3 z3. Here, students, your median D is a midpoint, and here your centroid G. Actually, centroid is an intersection of all three medians. So AD median, another also median, and third median. I will go to only A, G, D. This is a 2 and that is a 1 part. So 2:1 is fixed for every time centroid derived. So here I take first median. Yes, taking AD is a median of either median on the side BC. Therefore, D is midpoint of BC. D is a midpoint. Now midpoint rule apply and D coordinate. Therefore, D vertex is a B to C midpoint. x2 plus x3 by 2, y2 plus y3 by 2, and z2 plus z3 by 2. And now I will go to centroid. Yes, now centroid, yes, given that centroid G divides AD in the ratio 2:1 from A side. Always, students, this A side is 2:1. If you B side also, then 2:1, and if you C side, then also 2:1. So that's your students drawing A, G, D. That is 2:1. I consider M ratio N. D, known that x2 plus x3 by 3, 2, y2 plus y3 by 2, and z2 plus z3 by 2. And A becomes, students, x1 y1 z1. And now start systematically your value to create G centroid. So easily get my answer. Therefore, centroid G 2:1. So I go to formula mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 ny1 m plus n, mz2 plus nz1 by m plus n. Now create values by m ratio n. You've known the 2:1. So here 2 bracket 1 by m plus n. It means 2 plus 1. Similarly, students, second 2 bracket by 2 plus 1. And similarly, students, third 2 bracket plus 1 by 2 plus 1. And value apply. x2 means that this is your x2 and that x1 is initial x1. So x2 plus x1, x3 by 2, here x1. Same y2 plus y3 by 2 y1. And students, third z2 plus z3 by 2 z1. That cancel, this cancel, and that cancel. You have to only x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3, and z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 by 3. That's your students centroid G coming. And that example 9 very easily and happily students done. Now I going to example 10. That also IMP for exam. Ten also IMP. Question is find the ratio of divide in the plane the given that YZ plane and segment AB given. Yes, find the ratio wise applying the value and then easily create my answers. So students, continue in example 10. Find the ratio which the line segment joining the points 2 given is divided by YZ plane. So students, consider that's your YZ plane. Here I write down YZ plane, and on YZ plane consider one of the points P 0 Y Z, because on YZ plane X is absent, and that's the segment to A to B. A given that 4 8 10, and secondly 6 10 minus 8, and this consider M ratio M. In textbook taking K ratio 1, both are true. So suppose point P 0 YZ divides AB in the ratio M ratio N from A side. Just I consider that is M ratio N and 0 YZ because on the plane YZ. Now students, you P consider 0 YZ and your ratio M ratio N. So Mx2 Nx1 M plus N. Same as M by 2 Ny1, same as Mz2 plus Nz1, and create your points x2 x1. This consider x1 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2. So my value is 0 yz. M ratio N is unknown, so M bracket N bracket M plus N. Similarly, second time, and similarly third time. And value apply to our backside values. So x2 x1, so A coordinate is x1 y1 z1 and B coordinate x2 y2 z2. That's why I just putting down their values. 6 4, here 6, that 4, next 10 8, now last minus 8 and 10. And students, you first compare to first, second to second, and third to third. So 0 is equal to 6m plus 4n by m plus n. Same is going to second comparison. Y is equal to 10m plus 8n by m plus n. Same as third, z going to minus 8m plus 10m by m plus n. Now, for students, these are multiple with 0. 6m plus 4n. So 6m is equal to minus 4n. M by n, it is m ratio n minus 2 ratio 3. Yes, 6m by n minus 4 by 6 minus 2 ratio 3, numerical done. But sometime asking the coordinate also define. So I put it down here, further calculations. 10 n by n plus 8 m by n plus 1, and just putting down your values. M by n you know minus 2/3. This is the extra students. Minus 20 8 3 is 24. Minus 2 plus 3. So my answer is 4 by 1. Yes, 4 by exactly 1. Same as to Z create. Minus 8 m by n by m by n. So your answer is also here. Easily you decided. What you get? M by n. Yes, m by n is a minus 2 by 3. Same here. So 8 to the 16, 30 minus 2 plus 3. It gives a 46 by 1. 30 and 40, 46. So point P 0YZ, which is 0, 4 and 46. And your division ratio M ratio N, it is minus 2/3. It means externally division 2 ratio 3. Externally division in ratio 2 ratio 3. And that's your externally written. That's why I minus, not written. Now students, here our question number example 10 done. Now I go to exercise. First one. Yes, same as going to exercise 12.3. Find the division ratio wise internally and externally division points for internally. Yes, and one of the externally. Internal division ratio given that 2 ratio 3. And second asking externally, question number 1, there are the two questions. External division ratio. So I take minus 2 ratio 3 and the segment given to A to B. First A I have minus 2, 3, 5 and B 1, minus 4, 6. Again minus 2, 3, 5 and 1, minus 4 and 6 externally and internally one by one asking the division points. First I take students internally 2 ratio 3. So point P divides AB in the ratio 2 ratio 3 from A side. So I just consider A, X, Y, Z and the point 2 ratio 3 means students here consider M ratio N. So apply same 2 bracket, 3 bracket, similarly and same is and put it the value back sides. So my backside value is here 1, minus 2, same minus 4, 3 and 6 to 5. Just calculate students here 2 minus 6, same minus 8 plus 9 and similarly 12, 15. So my answer is minus 4 by 5, next 1 by 5 and 27 by 5. That's your first answer. Now I go to external division. Similarly, indirectly very easy numerical students, but externally given, then I will take ratio minus 2 ratio 3. So in second case, here your external divisions A to B, and consider points are, point is minus 2 ratio 3 wise and A I have minus 2, 3, 5 and B I have 1, minus 4, 6. So I just write down point Q divides AB in the ratio minus 2 ratio 3 from A side. So students, your R coordinates minus 2 bracket 3 minus 2 plus 3, same minus 2 bracket 3 minus 2 plus 3 minus 2 bracket 3 minus 2 plus 3, and just putting down your value. X1 y1 means 1 here, x2 minus 2, now minus 4 3 and 6 with 5, x2 x1, y2 y1 and z2 z1. Now apply the value minus 2 minus 6 by 1, same 8 9 by 1 and same minus 12 plus 15 by 1. So my answer is, students, minus 8 17 and 2. In fact, students, your first questions easily and happily done. Students, by mistakes here it is 15 minus 12, it become 3. And here, students, your exercise 12.3 first question over, and I stop this video, students, and further explanations I explain you in the next part. Bye bye.